All right, testing. Testing. I'm having some real issues with OBS. I might just go Streamlabs. I've seen everybody doing Streamlabs, but I figured I can just do OBS and I wouldn't have any problems, but it looks like I am. All right. This is Elite Dangerous Daily. So right now we're going to do some colonization. I have about 4 trips to the colonization ship to do. And the system will be done. So let's get started. I think starting in a few days I'm going to start a little later than normal. Say around 8 p.m. UTC. Problem is that my daughter has 2 birds, and the birds whack the whole day, so it's hard to record anything. I have a super sensitive mic.
Frameshift drive charging.
And in the evening time,
4, 3,
they're always chatting and yelling at each other, doing different things, making noise, so that's going to be a hindrance, because again, my microphone is super sensitive. I'm not gonna probably do settlement raids. I did one today. I got like 6 classified data. I went to turn it in at the planet they told me to turn it in, the system they told me to turn it in, and it didn't work. Wonderful.
docking request granted.
So they send you on a wild goose chase, and 6 classified data from an extraction settlement is quite a lot. You only get like 1 or 2 per run. So I did about 4 runs. I got 6. I went to turn the 6 in. I couldn't turn it in where they told me to turn it in. So some of the bugs they haven't fixed yet. I thought by now the power play would be done. Would be fixed.
Landing gear deployed.
Again, I'm going to be doing this every single day, and based on the numbers that I see in the community goal, there's a lot of interest now in Elite Dangerous, which is great. I think it's great. I think I'm going to also connect to Twitch, so I can be on Twitch also, and maybe X. I'm not sure how to do that yet, so I'll figure it out soon enough. So almost done. Now, I did a commercial outpost. I can do civilian or commercial. That will take on the industry of the planet. So if the planet is industrial, it'll become industrial. If the planet is refinery, it'll become refinery. So
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
I think my favorite ship right now is the Pentagon.
Frameshift drive charging.
I really love this ship. Engineered, it's gotta be beautiful.
1. Engage.
Maybe I'll do some engineering tomorrow. That'll be a good thing. I'm gonna see what materials I need on my main tune.
Orbital flight engaged.
One thing I hate about Elite Dangerous is you can't have multiple characters per account. So you have to have different accounts on Steam or otherwise. So it's only one character per account. That kind of sucks. I've heard someone had 80 to 100 characters. I can't imagine that many accounts. I personally have 7 because I keep trying to find Raxla using the old path I took, and every time I start an account I do the road to riches and try to find the route I took to find Raxla. Yes, I did hit a system that said I did hit a system where a planetoid body had a facility named Raxla with Dark Wheel faction protecting it. When I got close enough, they almost blew me out of the sky, so I had to hightail it out of there before I was destroyed. Raxla's not a myth, it's not a fantasy, it doesn't take a PhD to actually find. It's within 300 light years of I would say Trappist as a point of origin, point of reference. Now, I believe that it's on a lower plane within a cluster of red giants, surrounded by red giants. So I believe it's hiding in plain sight, by what I remember. I have no need for recognition. I don't really care if people say, hey, that guy went. No, I don't really care. I want people to find it, and I want the mystery to be gone already. Maybe we have a chain of quests that we can do to unlock Raxla Gate or something like that to go on different part of the galaxy. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what it is. All I know is I went into a system and I almost got blown out of the sky. And the faction there was Dark Wheel, and the facility was Raxla or something. I don't know. It was on a planet that had like a African name on it, or at least a large gas giant that was surrounding. So 3 more runs and
At maximum capacity.
colonization's done with this system.
Gear retracted.
I slowed down. I'm trying to build a bridge between the first movement towards Colonia and the second one, which took the Snakehead Nebula pathway. There's a lot of stars in between. thousands upon thousands of stars. So I'm trying to link the two sides together and maybe help people colonize that area. Shouldn't be afraid to go out that far. It seems that players have built systems with facilities to give you every material you need to construct your bases, settlements. So you don't need to go back into the bubble to get your stuff, because going that far out, like 500 light years, it's gonna be a couple of jumps before you get into the bubble. So this hour nobody really plays, so I see that I have no viewers. Sometimes I have someone on, but they don't talk. So I might change the hour to reflect gameplay. I usually will play around Eastern Standard Time or Pacific Standard Time, US. But now I'm using UTC. So it looks like 3 p.m. UTC is not a good time for a stream. Not many people on. It's okay for me because my lag is less and all that, but there's nobody playing. On this character, named Sir Dragster, and also Lord Dragster, I do not plan on doing any kind of material mining. Any kind at all. I'm gonna use only power play gifts to load up on materials that I need to upgrade. I'm doing an experiment to see at what level would be a good level. And I would be even. So I'd have everything I need. How many runs would I need to do?
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
a couple more runs left. The new ships coming out right now has kind of ruined things. And for instance, the Imperial ranking and the Federal ranking. I don't understand why they didn't do anything with that first. Like at full Admiral or Federation fleet, you should get something for that. Or King or Imperial. But you get nothing for it. So the only thing is you got a title. You don't even get a sticker, decal, something. If they do something with that, instead of a community goal, make it kind of mandatory for people to do the ranking system. Then it leads to more people doing quests, it leads to missions, so instead of just going out there and mining, and there's more involvement in missions in the game if they use that. So you get like let's say at the King, Imperial King, and you don't get a ship, but maybe you get access to an engineer that can upgrade your cargo racks to Mark II cargo racks. Then you'd see everyone doing ranking system. Everyone. Even though the Panther Clippers kind of killed the cutter from the list. I mean, it's killed it. Unless they come out with a new ship, a new cutter or something, a Mach 2. But the cutter right now is kind of useless.
Orbital flight engaged.
So far, I guess this hour is not very viable, so first week, test week. This week has been a test week to see how OBS works. Today I downloaded a new OBS and it got stuck when I tried to open it. To restart everything, that's why I was a little late. There should be something for ranking of King and ranking of Admiral. There should be, like, maybe you get the Stronghold fleet in one of your systems out in the dark, or maybe you get a colonization ship like at Minerva and HIP 90578 to come to your system or something. I don't know, but something. Not just zero. I think they had plans to do something with it, but they never carried through on it. So it's like, it seems that there's unfinished projects. It feels that way. Being in the software business myself, I see unfinished projects that haven't been actually looked at in years. I would love to go down the frontier and look under the hood and see what's going on there. Okay, one more run and we're done.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So far, so good. The stream is going well. No hiccups. OBS hasn't crashed. Yes, every day this week. Maybe I spoke too soon, but every day I've had a problem with OBS. And trying to keep a stream going. I know what you're thinking. You're not getting anybody to watch it. You're not going to get that many views, etc., etc. I'm gonna keep on streaming, and I'm gonna be here every day playing the game at a certain time, because one, I play every day. Two, that I don't find content out there that I can watch that's Elite Dangerous, and
Deployed.
YouTube is utterly dry now from any content whatsoever. It's just people ranting about their relationships. It's retarded. But like I said before, I only play one game at a time. I don't have time to switch to other games. I don't like to switch to other games. And when I find the game mechanics are stupid, I just don't play anymore. So far, this game is easy. Not in sense of difficulty, but easy to understand, and to learn. There's no really large learning curve. Star Citizen, on the other hand, forget about it. Even if they paid me, I still wouldn't play that game. I started playing this game by watching Hawks Gaming. He was the one that I kind of grew up with in the game at first. And he just went over to Star Citizen. Doesn't play Elite Dangerous anymore. I don't know why, because he had some pretty good videos, and they had numbers. People watched it, his tutorials. Actually, because of one of his tutorials, I actually stumbled across Raxla when I first started. All right. The last load.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Ship's release confirmed.
It's behind us.
Clear of the landing pad.
I don't intend to get any new accounts or any more accounts, so I'm only which is a lot. Alright. All the other players have a following. Everyone has 200 or 300 people watching their streams. Unfortunately, I do not. But I will beat them in the amount of gameplay I actually post. For sure. I will surpass every single one of them. Because I plan to be here every day. What I'd like to do is get a squadron together. That's why I started a squadron. What I'd like to do is get a squadron and have all of us play together at the same time, talking to each other. Listen, like kind of what Mars does, but Mars just likes to jump over canyons. Or trick the game, or go underneath the city. I don't know what he does, but he doesn't really quest, per se. He doesn't do any kind of gameplay. So like, on Wednesdays we do war games, right? We do war zones, ground or sky. On Tuesdays we go colonization. On Thursdays we do something else. Kind of like that.
Docking request granted.
So we're always in a team. That's my goal, to do that. Find some dedicated players that are there at my time when I'm playing, which is going to be hard to do, I think. If I move the stream, it might not be so hard.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, like maybe 8:30 UTC. Something like that. Move it to much later, after dinner. People are home. People are playing. Testing. Okay. Okay, I got pretty good frame rate.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Nice. So my system is split between two computers. One is streaming, and the other one is playing. So that's probably why I'm having issues. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Okay. Brand Depot. Now I'm gonna switch to Cobra and
Frameshift drive charging.
go and keep on
4,
exploring a little bit.
1, engage.
On my main tune, which I've made the quadrant in, already have marked the bridge, which I call the dragster bridge, between the two routes going to Colonia. And I'm using those as a reference to where to place the next colony.
Welcome, Commander. Adherence to the speed limit is appreciated. Docking request accepted. Proceed to your designated path, Commander. Request accepted.
I'm losing the stream. Okay, good connection. I don't know what happened.
Landing gear deployed.
So the connection was okay. What's going on? The stream current bitrate 692 is lower than recommended binary. We recommended you use stream bitrate 25 KB. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, let's see. Let's see if it drops. It dropped last night.
Confirmed. Clamp engaged. Welcome to this carrier, Commander.
None of my ships are engineered, but this is a brand new tune, so they're not going to be. Cobra Mach 5. Cobra Mark 5. Okay. Usually after I finish construction of an outpost,
Underway.
I go and claim another system. So I always have something to do in this game. There's so much to do in this game. I don't even know what's gonna happen when they bring in the new mining ship, the Prospector Type 11. I really don't know what's gonna happen. I cannot wait.
Launch successful. Farewell, Commander.
I cannot wait. Because they say it's brand new mining, and that's the intriguing part. A new thing to do in the game. As it stands, I love mining. I love laser mining, I love deep core mining, I just love blowing up the rocks. It's so goddamn exciting. I really love it.
Frameshift drive charging.
I really enjoy it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Orbital flight engaged.
But it looks like something that new mining tool, the new mining gun, looks like something out of tunnel building, you know, like Elon stuff. You're drilling through things, making tunnels, so maybe it's a different way of doing deep core mining. I don't like to use the missile thing anyway, it's a little difficult, so and it's like it requires some skill to do it.
Docking request granted.
So, if they are going to do that kind of mining where you're drilling in and the stuff comes out, maybe make a hole within the asteroid itself, you know, maybe they want to get rid of that mapping thing I've seen people do mining with mapping. So maybe they get rid of that. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. So surprise me.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
All right. So I have mapped out and this is the first time anyone's gonna see it. I have mapped out a route between this group that's going this way and another group that's going this way. And this is the road that I'm building, the bridge that I'm building between the two. So in between that and the bubble is like a massive area to colonize. So let's see. According to this, this is where I should go. But I don't have one exploration data. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look inside. You see, that's perfect. I can buy exploration data. This one's a 1515. The flag is here. On top of a 5. Oh. So that would be a good, this is a rock probably. Yeah. Ice world. This is an ice world. Rocky ice world. Ooh. This is high metal content world. Okay. Easy enough. So the primary port, configure primary port, will be Coriolis. No truss. If you're gonna build those trusses, just be warned that getting around them is hazardous. It really is hazardous. I have hit them a few times with this ship. So it gives me +1 on tier. Confirm claim. Awesome. Okay, so it's there. So let's go. Let's go and lay our claim.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Now, as I'm building this bridge, I am building. There'll be three places where they're gonna have
Frameshift drive
a
charging.
location to pick up materials, right? Metals, tech, agriculture. So you'll be able to get what you need to build without having to go into the bubble.
3, 2,
You might not be able to use the clipper, the Panther clipper, to land on an outpost, but for instance, you don't need, let's see, industrial. You don't need to have a Coriolis for an industrial cell outpost, right? It could be a small or medium pad, which you can fit 400 cargo on a Type 8. But
Scoping
but
complete.
like for instance, if you're doing for steel and titanium and CMMs, you're gonna have to have a large pad in a large city. So okay. On the other side of the bridge, I'm building another Coriolis. So about 300 light years away, there's another, say, camp where you can get your materials. But other players have built their bases also the same way, and I've built pretty good systems. So you'll be able to find in these areas the Snakehead Nebula and the Nova Aquila 3 area. You'll be able to find materials to build your settlements. You don't have to go into the bubble. Which is great. My favorite part. Testing. Testing. Alright, I'm back. Oh, goodness. There's a colonization ship.
Cannot comply.
Oh, cannot comply. Oh. OBS crashed again, so I think I'm gonna go to Streamlabs. A lot of people do Streamlabs. I don't see them crashing all the time. I don't know what's wrong with this OBS.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2.
But I have to restart OBS.
Incoming message.
Okay. I really love Super Cruise Overcharge. Okay. So usually at this point, I take a look at what materials I need. I log them into an Excel spreadsheet. If you have a better suggestion as to what to use, I know Atlas suggested to use a friend of his who's doing programming or something. I just use an Excel spreadsheet, which is a big help. The ship is called Dubai Prominence. Dubai? Debbie? Dubai. I don't know. Prominence. Now, this planet has 5 spots for settlements. It's a rocky ice world, so it's ideal for refinery and agriculture. So let's see what I do with it. It's close enough to that little bubble in the center that I formed.
Gear deployed.
And so
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
I might make this a little bit of a refinery point. If you can get your materials from these locations, why not? You don't have to go into the bubble. You can get everything within the areas of construction. Okay, so this ends my stream. Sorry again for the cut off. It happened that OBS froze, and so I have to find an alternative, which is good that it happens now, because this way I don't have to worry about it if I get Streamlabs. I wasn't sure if Streamlabs would be better, but I think it should be better than a raw OBS. Anyway, 07 commanders.